everyone, it's Reagan and welcome to the start of another reading vlog. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm sleepy. It's been a bit of a long week, but I'm home now and it's the weekend, so that is quite the relief, and I hope to do quite a bit of reading this weekend. So I feel like I'm so awkward right now. Anyway, without further ado, let's talk about the books I hope to read. So first things first, much like last reading vlog, I am almost done with the Mistborn book, this being the Well of Ascension. I have about 175 pages left of this, and I just really want to finish it so I can jump into the Hero of Ages next week on the train. It's so good. It's really interesting again to read this with fresh eyes. This book is definitely like slower moving than I would say the Final Empire is, and much more, I guess how I would describe the first one is about like a thieving group, so everything is like really slinky and everyone's sneaking around, and this one is much more like warfare, like brute, like forces confronting each other versus like forces sneaking around. Anyway, it's really good though. So I have about 175 pages of this that I definitely want to read, and then from there I think I'm gonna pick up The Winter of the Witch by Katherine Arden, which is the third and final book to the I don't actually know what the series is called, but the first one is The Bear and the Nightingale, and it's a historical Russian fantasy series that I really love, so I want to finish the series off. And I bought the UK edition of this because, I mean, look at it, it's absolutely stunning. It's so beautiful. So these are my reading plans. So a lot of fantasy this weekend, and hopefully just like lots of sleep, you know, and hanging out, all sorts of things. Millie's there. She's got big plans too, isn't that right, Matilda? But yeah, so I think I'm gonna try to finish this book tonight, if not almost finish it tonight. I turned the camera around, but first I'm gonna watch some Top Chef because I'm a little sleepy, and I think I'm gonna make a coffee for myself so I can hang out with Clay tonight and not fall asleep at 8 p.m. and watch some Top Chef and kind of pick some stuff up around the apartment. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this weekend. I'm really excited to finish The Well of Ascension. I'm a little behind on reading for the month, so I'm hoping to get like a good chunk of reading done. If I can finish both of these books or close to finish both of these books, I'll be very happy. But anyway, welcome to the vlog. Watching the Great British Bake Off. What's new? Wild Friday night. I also had my coffee and a little snack because Clay is working late tonight, so trying to tide myself over before dinner. I decided to be productive and edit tomorrow's video, which is a reading vlog. So this is kind of like reading vlogception, you know? Double reading vlog and a reading vlog. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But I'm gonna edit this, or edit some of it tonight, so it'll be ready tomorrow. And then I'm gonna read over there with Matilda, who is just being little Miss Lazybones, sleeping on the couch. Isn't that right, Matilda? Millie? I've successfully edited half of my video, which is great. I'm really happy with that. I am going to read now, because I only have 175 pages left of the Well of Ascension, so I'm trying to get a chunk of that read before Clay gets home. But I first wanted to show you an exciting package that came in the mail. Spoiler alert, it's from Lush. I bought a lot of stuff for myself last weekend. Here, let me prop you up. Hi, you can see me. So the package is from Lush. I bought myself a lot of stuff last weekend because their Valentine's Day things came out, and I honestly couldn't resist. I don't know, I love baths. I take a lot of baths. Millie, that's a packing peanut. And so I wanted to buy some stuff. So I ended up really treating myself. I spent like $60 at Lush, but honestly, money well spent. Oh, I've never actually ordered anything on them from Line before, but it all comes like packaged up, and then the packaging is pink for Valentine's Day. This is so exciting. I initially made the order because I was out of my face wash that I use in the shower, and I really like it, so I wanted to buy it. But then I saw all of their Valentine's Day bath bombs and stuff, and so I clearly treated myself. I bought 5 things. It smells so good. Like, you know you have a package from Lush when like literally it's like perfume. Okay, so I got everything out. So the first thing I'll show off is just easy. It's the face wash I use. It's the Angels on Bare Skin face wash. I really like this. There's lavender in it. It smells really good. It makes my skin feel really soft and clean in the shower. But now onto the fun stuff. So I bought a combination of bath bombs, but actually mostly bubble bars because I really like bubble baths. And I feel like bath bombs are fun, but there's no bubbles. And maybe I'm a child, I don't know, but I've been taking a lot of baths lately. So the first one is this bubble bar. It's a unicorn horn. It smells so good, and this has a lot of like stuff in it to make you make your skin nice and soft, and it's like really soothing. Obviously it's wintertime, my skin's really dry, I have really sensitive skin, yada yada yada. That's boring. Oh, this is the one I was actually most excited about. So this is also a bubble bar, but it's like milky, so it's like really hydrating, so it's really great for dry skin. And I also like the bubble bars because you can use them multiple times. Like you can like break it in half, for example, or into thirds and use it more than once versus like a bath bomb, which is kind of a one and done. But those are so fun. Bath bomb. This is such a long clip. Sorry if this is boring. I got the Butterball bath bomb. Not like very glittery or anything, but again, a really hydrating one. And it smells so, 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 so good. So I wanted to try that. And then, see, I told you I bought so many things. I just had a moment on Lush, you know, it was late, I was out. Ooh, this broke a little bit actually. This is a little sad. It's the Rose Macaroon. I think this is a bubble bar too. Yeah, it's a Bubble Roon Rose Jam. It smells super good. I'm curious, because there's like, I guess that's not actually like matters, but yeah, it broke, so like clearly you use this twice, you know? It lasts at least 2 times. I'm definitely gonna use one of these this weekend. And then the very last thing I got is, this was their special Valentine's Day one, which was kind of the inspiring. It's a little peach bath bomb, like peach emoji, you know? How cute is this? I absolutely just love it so much. So I got all these. I am set for a while now, thanks to my Lush purchases. Fun fact about Clay, he loves baths too, and really like one of his favorite things is going to Lush and picking out bath bombs for himself. We both have a secret dream one day when we don't live in New York City and have a little more space, like we just really, as we get older and like maybe buy our first house in like 5 years or something, when we don't live in New York anymore, we just want like a really killer bathtub, like a huge bathtub, you know, with like jets. But anyway, and a basket full of bath bombs. All right, Lush haul is over. I am going to read now. Also, I got a haircut. Do you like it? I'm a fan. I like, it's like cute and short. Eee, I'm like a sassy new woman now. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna read. Okay. Hi everyone. I wanted to do my first reading check-in. I just called for the pizza delivery as well. But I've read, I want to say like 100 pages of The Well of Ascension. Oh, Matilda. Oh, Millie. Hold on. Anyway, as I was saying, I've read 100 pages of The Well of Ascension, and this book is just so good. It's really interesting, again, to read it with fresh eyes, and especially kind of compare and contrast it to the first one. I honestly forgot pretty much everything that happened in the second book. Like, I kind of remembered characters, I kind of remembered big reveals, similar to the Final Empire, but structurally and plot-wise, it's been really interesting to read. I kind of referenced in kind of the plot description, similar to like the Lord of the Rings. Like the first one is all about the journey, it's all about getting to know the characters, but then things start to get serious. Like there's big wars, there's a lot of battles, there's stuff like that happens to the Lord of the Rings. And kind of like the Final Empire, the first one is all about like sly maneuvering. It's thieves, these people just trying to, you know, drive the undercurrent of society and kind of like disrupt things. But the second one is like much more serious politically, like dealing with the consequences of the first one, and like the reality of their moves have like larger consequences, and their like movements are much larger. Because of it, it's just a really interesting book, and I think it contrasts the first one so nicely. It also carries over like so many like plot threads from the first one. Brandon Sanderson's so good at like referencing something, having it kind of like simmer, but he doesn't just like leave it there. Like he's like, oh, this is gonna turn into like a full, to carry on the cooking method, like he's simmering some broth and it's gonna be a delicious stew. He did not forget about it, he's not burning it, he's not letting it go cold. Like he's gonna bring it to its full, rich plot peak, I guess. But yeah, I'm almost done. Oh, I'm just loving it so much. It's so good, and it's even like giving me context for the Second Era trilogy, which I read recently. as well. Just like a really good refresh for the lore and the history and the magic and everything. I just love the characters so much, like so much. You just love everyone. I don't know, it's just like some of my favorite characters of all time are in this series, and it makes my heart so warm and happy. I'm also happy I've already read 100 pages so far this weekend. I think that is really solid, and I'm almost done. I still have the Hero of Ages though, but still sad. Alrighty, I'm gonna get back to reading. Pizza has arrived. It's fresh and hot, and Clay is almost home. Poor guy, it's like 10:30 and he's just getting home from work. But Millie and I are excited. We've just been watching Great British Bake Off, almost done with the Well of Ascension. Millie is ready to party this Friday night. Good morning, everyone. I don't know if you can hear, but there is a lot of construction happening on this Saturday morning, which means my filming plans have been a bit delayed, hence why I'm still in pajamas. I have been kind of cleaning around the apartment with Clay, who by the way is home. I didn't really film again last night, but he's right there doing more work. But we watched Friends and then kind of just went to bed. But right now I think I'm gonna make coffee, play some music, and do some reading while Clay's working, and then probably get dressed. We'll hopefully hang out for a bit. He has a basketball game he's going to tonight, so I'm trying to meet up with some friends later. But in the meantime, during the day, I don't know, we might just chill, we might go do something. Definitely do have to shoot some stuff, but not a crazy amount. Especially now that I can't film today because the construction. Pray for me that they're not doing it tomorrow morning, because then I just don't know what we're gonna do. Might have to get like a mic or something. I don't know. We'll figure it. We'll cross that bridge when it comes to. We have to come to it. But right now, I'm gonna make some coffee and finish the Well of Ascension. So, good morning. The latte is done, and now it's time to get my read on. Then I'm gonna get ready because I haven't even styled my new haircut. Which, by the way, I got a haircut if you didn't notice. Hey, Millie, bring all your toys on the couch. Yeah, you got 3 options. It's always good to have options, my good friend. Hey everyone, I've gotten dressed for the day. There's Clay. We are about to head out for lunch, but I'm exporting my video first to upload. I also finished the Well of Ascension, which I will talk about once I get back because I have thoughts and feelings. Oh my gosh, it was so good. But yeah, I already finished the book this weekend. I've read 175 pages, so I'm gonna start The Winter of the Witch probably later today. But first we're gonna go out to eat, maybe get some cake. You know, the best kind of stuff. But I just need to have this video export first. It's 30 minutes long, so it takes a bit of a minute, but we'll see. Already? Classic. Having a midday cake break. Clay got the rainbow cake. It looks awesome. I got red velvet. And we're back home. Clay's here, and Matilda's here too. Hold on. There she is. Having a good lay on my legs. We are gonna watch some Avatar. Clay has to leave in a couple hours to go to the game, and then I am going to read, and I'll fill you on the Well of Ascension, but right now, Clay's dancing, and we're gonna watch Avatar: The Last Airbender, which we're really excited about. Matilda and laying on my legs is just such a funny thing. We are about to watch some Avatar. Clay just bought a new sweatshirt today and already got a stain on it. Sad Clay over there.
That's why I can't have nice things.
But it's a nice pink color. I got something today too. I'll show you. It's just a small thing. Let's see if I can show you. I got hair clips. Can you see them? Oh gosh, I hope this clip is working. But because I cut my hair, I wanted to get like cute things to like pull my hair back with. So I got these from Free People for $10. So I thought they were fun. Hopefully you could see them. Can you see them? I have no idea. He has to go soon to his basketball game, but we just bought this fun game on the Switch, so we're gonna play it for a little while. First, because we're adults and this is what we do on Saturday nights. We play Overcooked too. Alrighty, Clay just left to go to his basketball game. He'll be home in a couple hours, and then we're gonna meet up with some friends. But I wanted to check in because first and foremost, that cooking game is so fun. We only had enough time to play like 3 or 4 rounds, but we're already kind of like jokingly bickering at each other and yelling at each other for not bringing plates fast enough. Clay, please need to get there faster. But I am now home alone and I'm probably gonna pick up sushi for dinner because, you know, why not? Treat yourself. And I am probably gonna catch up on some reality TV, But first, I wanted to chat about the Well of Ascension, which I have finished. I read the last 175 pages of this this morning and into last night. I do plan on reading some tonight as well. But first, I want to have a cup of coffee and watch some Love Island. But I wanted to quickly say that I really loved this book. You, obviously no spoilers, it's the second book to the trilogy, and it's just so good. It's like he just constantly raises the stakes on you, and this particular one ends with such a bang. I mean, I feel like every Brandon Sanderson book tends to do that. Like, he kind of is so good at having everything there, but then you don't put it all together to the end, and no matter how hard you try, like, at least for me personally, I can never put it together until he spells it out for me, and I'm always like gabsmacked or whatever. Yeah, so this was an incredible reread. I'm so happy I'm rereading this series. 5 out of 5 stars. Second book read of the month. It is the 9th, which is like pretty good. I definitely have had better reading months at this point, but I'm hopefully gonna finish another book between today and tomorrow, The Winter of the Witch. So I'm gonna be starting that soon. But as I said, first, it's time for reality TV. I also want to edit a few Instagrams that Clay and I took today. We took some cool ones in the subway, which we're excited about. But yeah, Love Island time. And Matilda is doing this weird thing. She's just sitting there kind of like staring out into space. What do you see, Millie? What's up, Matilda? She's like, leave me alone, Mom. Time to make a coffee. Look how much syrup Clay and I have gone through. We have saved so much money not buying coffee. We used to spend like $20, $30 a weekend between the two of us, so $15 a person on coffee, and we haven't done it. I'm so proud of us. Are you proud of us, Millie? Just like they say on Love Island. Cheers, mate. I'm so sorry. Well, isn't this just top notch? And also, I'm still watching Love Island. Once I finish eating, I'm gonna read. But for anyone wondering, I'm almost done with Love Island season 2, which has mean I have seen 2, 3, and 4. I haven't seen season 1, which I'm not sure if that's on Hulu, but I'm so excited for the new season. Obviously, it's coming in summer, but Love Island, one of the greatest reality shows ever created. Hi everyone, I've officially finished my dinner, which was delicious, and I'm officially going to start to do some reading. I'm gonna pick up The Winter of the Witch by Katherine Arden, which I'm really, really pumped to read, as this is the concluding novel to one of my favorite series, so I'm expecting to love it. I hope to read like 50 to 75 pages of this tonight and get a much larger chunk of the way through tomorrow. But yeah, if I can get like over 200 pages read total for the weekend so far through tonight, I think that'll be pretty good. And then I usually do the bulk of my reading on Sundays anyway. Fingers crossed I could get to the 500 page mark, but we'll see. If I complete this book, that will be pretty dang good. I'll be pretty happy with that. I'm just sitting here on the couch with Matilda. She's just having a good little nap. This is what Matilda does literally all the time. She just sleeps and looks really bothered. Okay, I'll leave you alone. But anyway, I'm gonna get to reading now, and I will check in with what I've read. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I did not film a clip last night to talk about what I had been reading. Clay came home, and I kind of lost track of time because I was reading, and then we were running late to meet our friends. You know, classic book nerd excuse, I guess. So far this morning we have been super, super lazy, just kind of lounging around. But now I'm like troubleshooting with YouTube. I've uploaded a vlog yesterday, which I randomly had so much trouble exporting. And then I uploaded it, and I swore, because I always check. I always like click through, and I especially watch the end to make sure the whole video is there. I swore I did that, and it was there, and it uploaded as 30 minutes. And then I feel like an hour later, they like cut 7 minutes of the video out. So I'm re-uploading it now with the fixed ending. But so frustrating. I'm so sad, and I'm sorry about that. So hopefully this doesn't happen again. But yeah, so I'm just trying to fix it. I'm just like, it's one of those moments where you're like, feel like you're losing your mind. You're like, didn't I do that? Like, where did it go? Like, what happened? So yeah, I'm going to finish this uploading process, get this live, then I'm gonna sit on the couch and do some reading. Then I'm gonna get ready for the day and do some filming and then get back to reading. I really wanna have a really solid reading day today. Hopefully read about 300 pages. I'm running a little behind this morning because I haven't done anything and it's kind of like late morning, like 10:30, 11. But yeah, just been super lazy this morning, so I'm gonna get my read on in a second. Just wanna fix this video issue, and then I'm not sure what Clay and I are going to do. I think we might cook breakfast. I don't know. Clay has to go into the office today, so it's gonna be a lot of me hanging around. So we might make breakfast, but I'm not sure what the plan is there. But for now, I'm trying to get this video fixed. Sad. Hi friends, I'm about to get up and get dressed and go pick up a bagel. I think I've decided for breakfast, but I've realized I've never actually given you my initial thoughts of The Winter of the Witch, which I've now read the first 50 pages. This book takes off immediately like where the first one ended, and if you're familiar with the series, a lot of stuff happens in the second book and it has quite the explosive ending, and my goodness, this book starts with a bang. It is the most intense 50 pages I've read in a while. There is like no setup, there is no like easing you back in the story. It is like boom, things are happening, and it's a reason why I love this series so much, because of how captivating it is and how fast-paced it is. So yeah, so far so good, really liking it. I've read now over 75 pages of this book and it's just so lovely. I love Vassia as a main character so much. The setting is incredible, and just like the intensity of the historical setting is great, and all the folklore magic is just wonderfully done as well. There's just like so many interesting new characters that are being introduced with like different motives and stuff like that. So I'm really liking it. 75 pages in. I'm gonna go pick up some breakfast though because I'm hungry and get changed for the day. But then I plan on reading more and also filming because I need to film today. But bagels first. Okay. All right, performed a quick change. Gonna go get a bagel. Which I actually haven't gotten a bagel on a weekend in a couple, like, I don't know, actually a couple months. Used to be my thing, especially when I first moved to New York, because bagels are one of my like favorite things in the entire world. But Clay and I have been cooking breakfast at home, but he's kind of feeling a little under the weather, so I'm gonna go get bagels for us instead. So I'm off. Okay. Goodbye. Bagel has been acquired. I'm gonna eat this really fast and then I'm going to get ready and start filming today. And then back to reading, obviously. Jealous, Millie? Jealous of my bagel? I feel like you are. I'm officially ready for the day. Clay is about to head off to his office, but we're going to play some, what is this game called? Overcooked?
Yes, 2.
Overcooked 2 before he leaves, and then once he leaves, I'm gonna do some filming and then get back to reading. But we really like this game. It's hard to describe, but you're just cooking stuff, right? As fast as you can. Gotta do the cooking by the books. Anyway, so we're gonna play this now. About to film my last video of the day. So exciting. And then I'm gonna park myself there and get to reading. But first I gotta film. Coffee is happening. And you guys, I could not be more excited. I'm about to get back on my reading game. Things are happening. No more, I don't know, sometimes, do you ever just feel like you let a day slip by you? I feel like that's kind of what's happening on my Sunday today. But I'm gonna get back on track starting right now, and it's gonna be great. Hi everyone, I wanted to check in because I am making great progress in The Winter of the Witch by Katherine Arden. I'm on page 150, and I'm loving this book so much. I'm not surprised because this is the third book to a series that I've already loved the first 2 books, but I would say this book has captivated me even faster than the first 2. I already kind of mentioned that it starts with a bang, but each book, the progression of Vassia as a main character and the introduction and the learning of her magic continues to grow, but we also continue to meet like more mythical folklore creatures and places as well. Like the first novel is very contained to her like home, like her home in the middle of nowhere. The second one is pretty contained to Moscow, And this third one, we've already gone to a lot of different places, which is just really awesome because I think Katherine Arden is so good at writing atmosphere and ambiance and landscape. So just like watching her travel is so cool, as well as just like learning more about the world. On top of that too, she writes some of the most terrifyingly dynamic characters. I mean, some characters are evil because they are creatures that are like pure evil in that way, right? Like it's a devil character, it's like a devil creature, right? They are the personification of evil. But then there are men too that are tainted and so difficult to read because their motivations are just so clouded, and it's disturbing and frightening. And again, a lot of the like historical influences are in those decision making as well. The family element is still very present in this, and also adds so many interesting layers because they are still constrained by the time period, right? Like they want to do everything they can to protect each other, but ultimately like there are limits. As much as they love to tell the truth or to stay or do certain things, they are unable to because it would be too much of a sacrifice for like their children or things like that. Anyway, it's just so good so far. 150 pages in and I'm loving it. I think I'm like basically halfway through because I only think this book is just over 300 pages. It's not that long. Actually, yeah, it's like 350 pages. So I'm not quite halfway through, but I'm getting there. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break and do some editing because I just kind of want to get ahead of that, and then I'm gonna quickly run to the store to pick up stuff to make dinner for Clay and I tonight. It's gonna be a really simple dinner. I'm thinking grilled cheese and tomato soup. It sounds good. And then I might take a bath and use one of my new bath bombs. Hey, treat myself. And then maybe read in the bath if I can figure out how to do that without like ruining my book. Any tips? Does anyone read in the bath without destroying their book? Can you tell me how to do that? Because I don't know how to do that. Okay, but I'm gonna get to editing now. Let me tell you guys, I just had the most productive 50 minutes. I went to Trader Joe's and got stuff for dinner. I edited an entire video and I'm done. Like I literally edited a whole video, left my apartment, grocery shopped, came back, put the groceries away, and now here we are. So I'm obviously gonna reward myself with a nice bath. The real question is which bath bomb will I choose? TBD. I've also decided I think I'm gonna risk reading in the bathtub. I think I'm gonna give it a try. It might end in dismal failure, but we'll see. I'm trying to find, I think I might get one of those like things to lay across my bathtub for the future to like hold the book. But for now I'm just gonna like try not to get my hands wet. I don't know, but I really wanna take a bath. It's cold out there and my muscles hurt, so I am going to do that and it's gonna be glorious. So yeah, Clay is going to probably miss dinner. He's got this big project he's doing and it's taking a little longer than he thought, so it's just gonna be me mostly in this vlog. But I should be able to get a lot of reading in, so that's good. But now I'm gonna take Matilda out to the bathroom and then I'm gonna start my bath. Hype mode. Done. Okay, the verdict has been reached. I've decided to use the Milky Bath Bubble Bar because my skin feels a little dry and I feel like this will be a nice, you know, hydrating bath. Feel like I'm just gonna turn this night into like a bit of a like self-care. I'm gonna take a bath, I'll do a face mask. I also found these coconut exfoliating cubes, which I'm gonna try those out too, because why not? And then I think I'm gonna watch the Grammys and also just read, hang out with Matilda. It's gonna be a really good night, right, Millie? Right? She doesn't even care about me, but she is very excited for the Grammys. Honestly, it was Matilda's idea. She's a big Alicia Keys fan. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna go take a bath now, so toodaloo. Hey everyone, I just finished up the most glorious bath. This one over here is moping a little bit, aren't you, Matilda? Because why? You kept trying to jump into the bathtub? That bath was not made for pugs. But she was determined. I have never seen her try to do that before. Running starts, people. This girl hates getting a bath, but apparently when a expensive bath bomb is involved, she's all of a sudden piqued in interest. The bath was also great because I got a chunk of reading done. I read another 50 pages. I'm now on page 200. I love this book so much. Like, I think I can officially maybe say this is my favorite one of the series so far. They keep getting better and better and better. Vasya as a main character, she is a queen. Like, I want to be her when I grow up. She's a fantastic main character to read from. She's just so driven. Like, she has no time for expectations or limitations placed on her by third parties. She's like, oh, you think I can't do this? I really don't have time to even sit here and explain why you're wrong. I'm just going to go do it. She constantly is foiling plans. She constantly is handling things herself. She's not a heroine who has to rely often on other people's help or like charity to get by. She's grateful for it though, when she does. Especially, I also love her relationships with like the other types of creatures she runs into. There was this little mushroom guy who was so cute. Oh, hi Millie, bye. But I'm just loving this book so much. It has just so much going on, and I'm honestly obsessed with it. So it's great. It's grade A. Now the Grammys are about to start, so I'm gonna prep my space here. I might play some Nintendo Switch while the Grammys are playing. I want to play some Zelda, maybe do a face mask. I bought stuff at Trader Joe's obviously to make dinner, so I'm going to cook something to consume as well. So yeah, I'm gonna get that all situated. I'm very excited. Can't wait. Love Zelda. Love the Grammys. Can't wait to watch it. I think Ariana Grande is performing. Pumped for it. So, okay, toodaloo. Gonna read more too, don't worry. Real Housewives is on, and I am gonna make myself some dinner. It's a grilled cheese kind of night. We're keeping it elementary, get my friends. But like, sourdough bread is gonna be so good. So I'm gonna make this really fast. Honestly, very little is better than a grilled cheese. Also, the Trader Joe's creamy tomato box soup is so delicious and is so fast and easy. If you've never tried this before, run to your local Trader Joe's and grab it. It's incredible. Yes, I'm a soup in a mug kind of girl. I am now going to also put the Grammys on because I think they have started. Hopefully I can stream it. I don't actually know the rules because I don't have cable. I have been thriving watching the Grammys. This is a commercial. Matilda, also thriving, been sleeping for like a couple hours, but Grammys have been so fun. All right, Matilda and I are done watching the Grammys. We watched a good couple of hours, but I think I want to go read now because it's getting late and the Grammys are long. I've actually never really watched the Grammys before in length. It's been a very long time since I had a good time. I was wrong about Ariana Grande performing. I thought she was, but then I googled it and apparently there was a creative dispute. But that was fine. I was very entertained. Love me some Casey Musgraves. Obviously, lots of other really good performances too. Lady Gaga, Alicia Keys. Almost cried during Alicia Keys' performance. It was beautiful. But now I'm gonna go read more of The Winter of the Witch. I'm really gonna try to get to page 300 tonight, which I really think I'm gonna be able to do. So Miss Matilda and I are gonna head to the bedroom to get some reading done. Hey Google, turn lights to 100%.
Okay, setting 2 lights brightness to 100%.
If anyone was wondering if I was still obsessed with my smart lights, the answer is yes. Anyway, I've moved into the bedroom. I'm gonna read now. But I also have to show you what Matilda brought also with her. She always waits for me to go to bed. And I always go like, it's time for bed, Millie. And then she like brings a bunch of stuff with her. I always think it's funny. You might not, but I will show you anyway. So here's Matilda. And she brought an assortment of items. First is her bone, which makes sense. She's a big fan of this bone. She might want to have some late night chewing. But, oh, what's this? Oh, your bowl, Millie? Just in case you get hungry, late night snack, midnight snack. Maybe just stick this in here, huh? How does that, is that okay? No? Okay. Hi friends, reading check-in. I have now read another 50 pages, so I've just surpassed the 250 page mark of this book. Oh, Millie wants under the covers. Okay. And I'm loving this book so much. It's just so good. Like I just didn't realize I could love Vasya as much as I do, but more than that, like the world is so clever. I mean, obviously it's like historically referenced. Oh my goodness, Millie. It's historically referenced, but it also has such rich additions from like a fantasy and magic perspective that I just love. There's so many like interesting characters and moments, as well as like, I don't know, I just love everyone. And there's so much complex dynamic characters in this story as well. Vasya is our main character, who I've talked about a lot, but her brother, Sasha, and her sister, I think have incredibly interesting side storylines as well, and a lot of their motivations and concerns are just so interesting, and I feel like the author really explores it. Anyway, the series is incredible. I'm loving it. Gonna keep reading, but I wanted to do a preliminary check-in because I don't actually know how many reading check-ins I've done in this reading vlog, so I'm picking it back up. To page 250 means I've read 425 pages, which is pretty good. I'm gonna try to get to page 300, then I'll have read almost 500 pages for the weekend, which I think is pretty solid. Also loving this book, so happy with that. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to reading now, and I will check in once I've read more. Hi everyone, and welcome to the end of the vlog the next day. I am already very much in pajamas because that's how I live my life, in the PJs. But I wanted to go over what I read for the weekend. I am really happy with everything I read. I have honestly loved every single minute of both the books I was able to make time for this weekend. But anyway, without further ado, let's talk about it. So the first book is The Well of Ascension. I read the last 150, 175. The number is escaping me now, this weekend. Hello, Millie. And it was, of course, incredible. This reread has been such a lovely experience. I was able to start The Hero of Ages this morning on my commute to work, and it was great. I honestly keep saying this, but I feel like I'm loving it more the second time. I just feel like I'm noticing so many different things, and I'm also realizing how nuanced Brandon Sanderson is with all of his characters. They're so dynamic. They have so many layers. They're not perfect. I don't know. It's just great. That, and obviously the plot is incredible and just will keep you guessing the whole time. Love The Well of Ascension. I think it's the longest of the trilogy, but still flew through it. So 5 out of 5 stars. And then from there, I picked up The Winter of the Witch by Katherine Arden. This is the third and final book to the Baron Nightingale series, which is a favorite of mine. I read 300 pages of, I was able to complete 300 pages of this weekend, and loved every second of it. It was great. It was beautiful. I still have some left. And I don't know, it's just this book series keeps getting better and better with every book. I love so many elements of it, just everything about it. The way it's written, the atmosphere, it's just such a great series. I have about 50 pages left of this book, which makes me a little sad, but I'm also really excited to what Katherine Arden is gonna write next, and I'm very excited to finish this book, hopefully this week. Hopefully I don't have another long work week where I just don't read during the week, but hey, you never know. Clay and I are going away next weekend, which I do plan to vlog and hopefully read a lot and just do a lot of relaxing. We're basically going we're basically going on vacation to a place where we are allowed to do nothing, and there's no one who can ask us to do anything work related, anything related. It's gonna be so fun, so great. So anyway, I'm hoping to be able to read a lot as well. But all in all, I was able to read either 475 pages or 450 pages. I don't remember how much of The Well of Ascension I read. I'm sorry, I'm a bit of a failure. But I loved everything I was able to accomplish and read this weekend. 2 fantastic books. I had a great time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys soon with another video soon.